Welcome. I am Jacqueline Ortiz, the Self-Love Diva. And my passion, my vision, my mission is self-love, sharing the self-love movement. I'm inviting you every day to do an act of love for yourself, then enact on another, and invite that person to continue passing it forward so together we can create a human connection of love, light, and unity. I have a free gift for you. Below, there's a link to a 25-page ebook on self-love, self-care, and affirmations are part of the series. Welcome. I am Jacqueline Ortiz, the Self-Love Diva. And my passion, my vision, and my ambition is self-love, sharing the self-love movement. I invite you every day to an act of love for yourself and then do an act of love for another and invite that person to continue passing it forward so together we could create a human connection of love, light, and unity. Below I place a free gift for you, the link to a 25-page ebook on self-care a la carte menu. And these affirmations are all about self-love so you can deepen your level of self-love and self-worth. I created this affirmation as a companion to my series, Unblock Your Limiting Beliefs. This is a transformative, interactive, guided healing meditation to destroy limiting beliefs. I'll put the links for the free gift in the playlist below. But for now, slowly breathe in positivity and possibility, and slowly exhale all negativity and everything that is not for your highest good. Allow these words of love and empowerment and self-worth to penetrate your being at a deep cellular level. Now imagine and believe this is your new reality. Let the words integrate, embrace, and personify you and your inner self and your inner child. Let us begin. I understand that love is a choice and that it is strengthened by deep bonds rather than time. Therefore, today, I decide to learn about myself a little more and thus love the person I am a little more. I start by accepting everything about me. Today, I take the time to feel myself, to understand myself, to listen to myself. Today, I decide to always be within me and focus on the beautiful aspects of myself. I decide to not betray myself or to judge myself. Today, I assume my greatest commitment to be faithful to what I feel, to what I believe, and to not underestimate my ideas and potential because of fear of potential external opinions. I make a commitment to be present in the good moments and in not so good ones. I decide to love myself unconditionally, without idolizing the person I am, without pretense, without deceit. I decide to silence that inner enemy who always seeks to sabotage everything I do or say. I decide to meet me face to face and to rediscover me. I focus on today and what I can do, what I can learn and improve on. I discover every part of me easily, effortlessly, and calmly, with the sole purpose of knowing in depth who I am and love every part of me. Because the more I love myself, the less I take for granted. Self-love is a wonderful journey. I confess that I thought it was a selfish idea. Why love me when there are a lot of people who really need to be loved? That's what I used to believe. But now I understand that I cannot give what I do not have. How do I quench someone's thirst if I don't have water? Or how do I teach someone to respect others if I don't respect myself? So today and always, my only purpose is to fill myself with love and everything that comes as a consequence, to be able to flow in love, to flow in my essence. I decide to empty myself of what is not profitable and flood every corner of my being with love. Love without prejudice. Love without limitations, without unrealistic expectations, without unattainable fantasies. Today, I love myself for who I am. And every day, I'm learning to love myself more and more and more. And it is time that the more I practice self-love, I experience more harmony within me, and it all overflows, affecting my environment. Today, I appreciate everything wonderful about my life and about me. I understand that I deserve everything that is good and pleasant and healthy for my inner being, my soul, and my emotions and my body. I am so deserving. I am a part of a glorious creative universe full of light, renewable, rich, healthy, prosperous, and therefore that essence is also in me. It is me. The more I love myself, my mind begins to open up to the infinite possibilities that surround me. Self-love does not focus on mistakes or failures. Self-love makes me persistent and see the process and the progress for what it is. A process and a progress, not a limited destination. The more I love myself, the less fear I feel. Less fear of failure, less fear of not being good enough, less fear of not achieving what I set out to do. The more I love the time alone, far from scaring me, it becomes the perfect excuse to be with my favorite person. And I am my favorite person. That sounds so wonderful. I am my ideal partner. I always have been and will always be. Self-love makes me smile. I make myself smile. I smile because I am pleased with the life that I have lived and that I am creating. Each stumble and each fall has strengthened me. Each step that I have taken has brought me up to this very moment. Sublime moment of healing, forgiveness, harmony, maturity, and fullness. Today, I understand that fullness has nothing to do with perfection or being infallible. The fulfillment is reaching the state in which I know what I have, what I can and should improve upon, and what I can achieve, and not focusing on what I haven't done, haven't accomplished, who I'm not. Rather, appreciating the amazing, wonderful woman I am and continue to evolve into. I choose to love myself in this and every moment of my life. Loving me is and will always be my best choice. Self-love extends a daily invitation to me, an invitation to look closely, to recognize me. Self-love allows me to recognize my weaknesses and my strengths. Self-love makes me pay attention to my path, my walk throughout life. Self-love makes me admire my achievements and my failures. It shows me how everything I've experienced has made me what and who I am today. Self-love produces a domino effect. I have noticed that the more I love myself, the easier it becomes for me to forgive not only others, but also myself. Self-love is healthy, it's unbiased, it's balanced. Self-love empowers me. By practicing self-love, I stop looking for or pay attention to enemies or external elements. The more I love myself, the more I stop condemning the actions of others and the power they have had over me in the past. Love makes me free from guilt and blame. Self-love makes me look at the present. Self-love is the most powerful tool that I have within me. Self-love makes me responsible for my decisions and my actions. I stand in front of the mirror and then I look at myself. I look at myself truly, deeply into my eyes and smile. I really look at me with no intention of avoiding me or denying who I am. And this, what I see, truly amazes me. Wow, I am a work of art. It's my imperfection that makes me perfect. Today, I have every intention and willingness to know and recognize just how wonderful I am. Today, I have my full attention because I deserve it, because I am important, because I matter, because the more I look at myself, the more I understand that everything I need is within me. I am complete. I am whole. The love that I have longed to receive from others has always been within me. The attention that I have been seeking, even often begging for the attention, has always been there within me. I have just put it in a corner and chained it. But now I'm ready to set it free, to love myself. I do not need to search for the missing parts of me on the outside. I am at the right place because they're all right inside of me. And I love myself for finding this out, for discovering this about myself. I love myself for being present. I love myself for accepting myself and not reproaching myself for the things that I could no longer change. I love myself for not spending more time pointing out fingers and blame on other people for the things that I myself can influence and change. Today, I decide to assume my responsibility to create, to change, to choose, and to move from environments that no longer serve me, and to move forward to the light, and never to stagnate or regress, but keep moving forward for what is for my highest good. I look at myself again. Wow, 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 how beautiful I am. I like being able to look at myself boldly, without complexes, like someone who recognizes her face for the first time, recognizes her space in the universe for the first time. My gaze travels and admires each trace of time in my soul, how much experience is contained in me. I have so much to give. I admire all the times I've tried something and have failed, but continue going. I have not given up. I admire my perseverance. Sometimes it wasn't easy. Sometimes it was a little bit more difficult. But how clear I see it now. In all those times, I didn't stop being me. I didn't stop being important, valuable, and brave, even when I didn't succeed. Even in my darkest moments, I have been light. I am the light. That is my essence. And as I begin to delve into who I am, I begin to identify and recognize things that I only saw in others as a series of hidden treasures. But now I see that within me. I see that I am those things. The hidden treasures I saw in others are hidden within me as well. But now I'm ready to shine the light on those treasures. I see that I am determined. I am empowered. I am strong. I decide to do what I said I would do despite the obstacles, and I keep persevering. I am ambitious. Growing up has always been a part of me, evolving into the best version of myself. Self-love helps me identify wrong and harmful thought patterns, so I can renew my mind, my thoughts, and reframe them and rewrite them into empowering thoughts that empower me to be the best version of myself. Almost like someone who resets a device, it allows me to reset myself and my thoughts into empowering ones. And when fear and harmful patterns come up, I'm able to easily reframe them. Self-love gives me freedom. When I'm loving myself, I am not being selfish. It is the most selfless act I could ever do. Self-love does not isolate me from others. On the contrary, it connects me at a deeper, more profound level. The more I love myself, the more I discover my essence. Self-love is like the light that allows me to put things in order. When I love myself, I reaffirm my identity. Self-love is to the mind what food is to the body, what water is to dry land. Every day I choose to be with myself and make peace with who I am and who I was and who I am becoming. Today, in front of the mirror, I look at myself and I admire myself. Not only the reflection, but I really look down at my soul. I stare into the eyes of the soul. My eyes reveal the essence of who I am. A beautiful, loving, courageous, powerful woman. I remove the filters. I remove the masks. Today, I decide to let go of the ghosts that overshadow who I am. I silence the voices that do not let me appreciate who I am. Because I am, I exist, and I am present. I am in charge of my life, and that does not scare me. I am responsible for myself, and this is great because I am capable, I am resourceful, I am strong, I am powerful. I'm unstoppable. Today I recognize and understand that I am part of a wonderful universe that's always watching out for my highest good. And the more I look at myself, the more I love myself, the more I know myself, and the more I recognize my value without the need to pretend or exaggerate. Just be able to be me, just for me. I look at myself and the words flow from me organically. I am extraordinary. I am brave. I am beautiful. I deserve the love and attention of others, mainly because I have my own love and attention toward myself. I don't need to beg anyone else's attention. I don't need to wait for someone to recognize me as I am. I know who I am. I am capable. I am strong. I'm valuable. I'm intelligent. I'm independent. And I'm vulnerable. Yes, I am. Being vulnerable is not a weakness. On the contrary, it is of great strength. Being vulnerable goes hand in hand with being brave. I am brave because I've decided not to hide behind excuses, not to bury my head in the sand, and not to love with conditions. I applaud my decisions because each one of them has led me to discover something new about myself, to experience endless emotions that remind me that I am alive, and I celebrate every step I take. I'm amazing. How good it feels to not underestimate me and to just flow with life. Today, I decide to move forward, face everything that for years I have put aside because of fear. Today, I decide that I am worthy, I am deserving, I am valuable. Today, I decide to treat myself with respect, with admiration, with delicacy, and without reproach. Today, I forgive myself. Today, I forgive myself. I listen to myself. I understand myself. I hug myself for all the times that I didn't hug myself, all the times that I ignored myself, all the times that I neglected myself, all the times I forgave others but did not forgive myself. Because I deserve forgiveness too. I deserve hugs. I deserve attention. I deserve love. I deserve my patience. I deserve feeling worthy. And of course, I deserve my forgiveness. It is that the more I love myself, the more I'm able to love others. The more I forgive myself, the stronger I am. The more I love myself, the greater my ability to rise above everything. I know one thing for sure. The more I love myself, the more I'm able to love others. The more I forgive myself, the more I'm able to forgive others. The stronger I become, the stronger I am for others. The more I love myself, the greater my ability to rise above everything and help others. The more I love myself, the easier it is for me to reinvent myself. I love myself, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I love myself, and I am my priority. Because the more I love myself, the more I know myself. And the more I know myself, the more I am learning to love myself. I love my ability to learn from the not so nice moments. I love that I can see clearly when someone else doesn't love me, and that gives me the freedom to leave people and places and things that do not love me. I love that I am in charge of my peace. I'm responsible for my steps and my life. I love that I know how to talk to me, and I know how to negotiate with myself, and even to change my mind from things that do not empower me, and transform them and reframe them into things and ways of thinking and feeling and being that empower me. I can decide a perfect plan, perfect goal of what I want and how to achieve it. But I can also let myself go, let go of the attachment of needing things to be just the way I need them to be. I no longer judge myself. I do not condemn myself. When I fall, I treat myself gently and firmly. I learn and I become stronger. I love myself, and I understand that the construction of my inner being is in process, that progress is progressive. I love myself, and that is why I'm patient. I celebrate each step, each success, and each failure, because all of them together is me. I am a mixture of my smiles, my tears, my sobs, my anguish, my relief, my triumph, and even my failures. And that makes me beautiful, abstract, unpredictable, desirable, mysterious, and interesting. The more I love myself, the more complete I feel. I feel like there are no limits because I'm unlimited. The more I love myself, the more capable I feel. I feel unstoppable, powerful. I feel an unstoppable source of will and strength and courage and ability that emanates from within me. How good it feels to love me. I look at the reflection of me one more time and I smile. I smile because it's like someone who has a little secret. Actually, it's a big secret, because the best kept secret is that I love me. And by loving me and accepting me and hugging me and thanking me and every part of my being, I am loving myself more deeply and profoundly than ever before, and it brings me such uncontrollable joy. And I love this joy brimming within me, erupting within me. And the more love and joy I feel, the more I can extend it out into the world. The more I love myself, the more beauty I recognize in myself and in what surrounds me. The more I love myself, the more I recognize that I am responsible for my emotions and how I react to circumstances. I love this clarity with which I can see things now. Loving myself has allowed me to release a lot of emotional baggage that made me walk slower and sometimes even stop me from reaching things. I love myself for having the ability to understand this process. I love myself for accepting the process. I love myself for accepting the process. I love myself for applying it into my life and let it flow. Loving myself not only highlights my uniqueness and how special I am, but allows me to appreciate and recognize others. Because I love myself, my thoughts are different. My thoughts are far from being hurtful bullets. Instead, they're an ointment for my soul. Because I love myself, I set limits and boundaries. Because I love myself, I can tell the difference between toxic people and situations and what brings me joy and healing and growth. Because I love myself, I'm not afraid to embark on the adventure of traveling alone, of recognizing what I like and what I don't like. Because I love myself, I let myself go. Because I love myself, I understand that I don't always have to control things to guarantee a good experience. The more I love myself, the more I enjoy things around me. I am extraordinary. I am beautiful. I am brave. I am adventurous. I'm innovative. I am creative in so many ways. Many I have not even identified, but I know I'm discovering more and more within me and about me, and I'm loving what I'm finding. And just as I take the time to compliment and acknowledge the achievements of others, I do the same with myself. Because I love myself, I decide to be intentional in recognizing myself, in loving myself, in admiring my potential and what I have already achieved. The practice of self-love has a kind of multiplier effect. The more I love myself, the more positive thoughts enter me. The more colors are added to my way of life. The more renewed my vision and my passion is. Self-love increasingly allows me to travel to the past and learn from it, and then return with less pain, with less reproach, with less criticism. Self-love allows me to travel lightly, without guilt, remorse, or baggage. Self-love allows me to design a future without pressure, without stereotypes, without fear of failure. The more I love myself, the more calm. By remembering everything I have overcome, the past storms and my abilities, I can rest. The more I love myself, the less time I spend pleasing others. The more I love myself, the less I think about what others will say about me. The more I love myself, the less I worry about the